So here's our beautiful live lobster. Now if you don't want to touch the lobster with your bare hands, then using tongs is definitely an option. Our goal here is to dispatch the lobster, which is a nice word for kill. And what we want to do first is to place our lobster into the freezer, which will stun it and remove its alertness. So after 10 minutes in the freezer, here's our frozen and stunned lobster. Next, we'll place a towel over the tail to firmly hold it down. I'll then place the tip of my knife at the center of the head and swiftly cut right through until my blade meets the cutting board. Next, we'll add our lobster to a pot of simmering water. And this will simmer for exactly 2 minutes. After the time is up, remove from the water and place into an ice bath for 5 minutes to stop the cooking process. So here's our dispatched par-cooked lobster. And first step is to remove the tail. So using a towel once again, we'll hold the tail at the base, then simply twist 2 to 3 times and pull to remove. And there's our lobster tail. Next, with the knuckles and claws, once again, we'll hold at the base, twist and pull to remove. And there's our claw with the knuckle and arm attached. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Next are the walking legs, and we'll use some shears to simply cut those off at the base. I'll remove these rubber bands from the claws. I'll then place everything onto a tray. So first I'll start with the tail. So when stretching the tail out, we can see that there's a thick shell that's covering the meat. What you want to do is use your towel again to cup the tail like so, and then we're going to press until you hear it crack. Now we can proceed to peel the shell away from the meat. And once we've removed most of the tail meat, we'll need to gently tug at the very bottom to release the tail's fins. And there we are. I'll trim some of the ends to make it nice and neat. And there's our beautiful lobster tail. I'll then break the shell down because we're going to be using it later for a bisque. Next, I'm going to separate the knuckle and arm from the claw. Using the towel again, I'll twist to remove and separate like so. And here we have our knuckle, and we're going to cut it by following the natural grooves of the shell. So we have the arm and knuckle. Now our claw contains a large and small pincer. And we want to bend the small pincer back until it snaps and then gently lift, and the meat should become exposed like so. And here's the small pincer's shell with the cartilage intact. To remove the meat from the large pincer, we want to strike the shell with our blade, then twist to crack it open. I'll then use my fingers to pry it open and remove the entire claw. And of course, keep all the shells as they contain a ton of flavor and will be used later on. Next, with the knuckle, we'll cut the shell open with shears and gently push the meat out. And there's our knuckle. We'll do the same with the arm, using our shears to cut through the shell. We'll then pry it open and gently remove the meat. Once again, save these shells. And I'll do the second claw. Perhaps this is a better angle. Twist the small pincer back and pull. Strike the large pincer's shell and twist. Pry the shell open and gently remove the claw. And so on and so forth with the knuckle and arm. Lastly, with the walking legs, there's actually a good amount of meat inside. So first, we'll cut and square off the end that was attached to the lobster. Then using a rolling pin, we'll gently roll over it and the meat will simply push out of the shell almost like a tube of toothpaste. And once again, I'll show you a few more times. So here's our whole lobster broken down. We have the head of the lobster, the claws, knuckles, and arms. We have the walking legs, and lastly, the lobster's tail. And that is how you break down a whole live lobster. So with the lobster head, you'll want to always cut this in half right down the middle. And this will usually expose what we call the tamale, which is great when used in sauces. At this point, we also want to remove the antennas as they can get in the way while cooking our sauce. Now finally, we want to remove the digestive tract from the lobster tail. It runs down the spine of the tail similar to shrimp, and you can use the exact same method as we did with the shrimp by making an incision and removing. However, another method is to simply use tweezers and pull it out. This is somewhat more challenging, but will make for a better presentation. Now to keep the lobster tail straight while cooking so that it doesn't curl, simply make a few slits on the belly side like so. And this will help it relax so that it can sit flat on the plate.